In this video, I'm going to show you how to add mixed numbers that have the same denominator. It's a very, very straightforward task, but I'd like to show you first of all, just visually using some visual cues. So I'm going to bring in a representation of 1.5. Okay, I'll need to colour that in. Here's 1.5. And I'm going to add that to 3.5. 1, 2, 3, and half of that one. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 wholes and 1/2. Right, to add mixed numbers together, all you need to do is add the whole number parts together to make 4. Does that work? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 wholes, and then add the fraction parts together. 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 2 halves. 2 halves equals a whole. So this actually is worth another whole, so I'm going to have 5 in total. Look at this diagrammatically. 1.5 plus 3.5. The 1 and the 3 wholes go together to make 4. Oops. Right, how are we going to do this? Okay, if I just put that half there, in fact, that half right there. Yeah, there's the 1.5. So we've got 3.5 plus 1.5, and that makes a total of 5. Okay, this one, the second example, diagrammatically, 3 3/4. 3 3/4, shade that in. Like so. Added to 2 1/4. In fact, this is going to create a very similar example to the last one. Here's 2. Here's the extra quarter. If I write that out, just to show you what I've done is I've added the whole numbers together to make 5. Then I've added the fractions separately. 3/4 plus 1/4 equals 4/4. This 4/4 here is worth another whole, so that is equal to 6. We can count those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's right. And the last one, 2 5/8 plus 3 5/8. 2. Okay, there we go. Right, here's 2 5/8, and here's 3 5/8. Okay, what does that make altogether? So what I would do is, if I was doing this without the diagrams, I would add the whole numbers together to make 5. Then I'd add the fraction parts together to make 10/8. 10/8 is itself an improper fraction, and we can't have a mixed number that has an improper fraction part. That wouldn't make sense. This 10/8 is worth another, just this part here, is worth another 1 2/8 by itself. So I'm going to add 1 2/8 on to the 5 wholes that we've already got. That gives me 6 2/8. Let's just check. So diagrammatically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you count up the extra 5/8 here and the extra 5/8 there, I'm going to have 10/8, which means that I'll have another whole one. I'll have another whole one plus 2 more. Okay, which makes 6 and 2/8. We can get rid of this one now because I've used up all of them. That one can go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 2/8. Okay, I'm not happy leaving it as 6 and 2/8 though, where I can see the opportunity to simplify. I'll take it. 2/8 cancels down to 1/4, so that actually is 6 1/4. Okay, so that was how to add mixed numbers. In summary, you add the whole numbers and then you add the fractions together. Add the whole numbers and then add the fractions. Add the whole numbers and then add the fractions. Okay, that's the end of that video.